How can an 18-year-old kid build such a big company in just 10 years that he couldn't build a billionaire in 100 years? This kid's company alone beats the biggest corporate giants and becomes India's biggest hotel chain network. Bear in mind, without a lot of money, without big contacts, without a rich family, a kid born in a normal middle-class village with a lot of thought sets an example all over the world that a kid should never belittle himself for being poor. This is the story of India's youngest billionaire, Ritesh Agarwal. Year 1993. Ritesh was born in Odisha's Bishankatak village. Ritesh was the youngest of 4 siblings. His father ran a small grocery store. That's why he was always in need of money. When he was in 4th grade, he got a computer in his school for the first time. But under 6th grade, no kid was allowed to use it. So Ritesh would randomly go to his teacher and say, "Ma'am, I want to learn how to use a computer. Can I help you in your work?" This is how Ritesh, who was in 4th grade, got his first computer access. This is how he learned basic programming very quickly. That same year, his elder sister, who was in 12th grade, had an entrepreneurship event in her college. When she came home and told her about the event, Ritesh heard the word entrepreneurship for the first time. He didn't understand the meaning, but he liked it a lot. That's why he opened the dictionary and started looking for the meaning. And he saw that entrepreneurs are the people who solve the problem and create a business around it. He thought that this is a very interesting thing. In school, when teachers asked everyone, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" the whole class would say doctor, engineer, astronaut. But Ritesh always said that I will become an entrepreneur. After this point, he started seeing business ideas in everything. At this time, telecom was growing rapidly and BSNL had a monopoly in the market. That's when a small company started growing fast. Airtel. Ritesh sold SIM cards in his free time during summer vacations. Whichever shopkeeper he used to sell SIM cards to, he used to put Airtel signage in his shop. This is how he got the idea to put OYO's big signage in the future. Eventually, Ritesh passed in. Now his parents wanted their son to become a doctor, engineer, get a good job, and have a good life. But Ritesh's thoughts were big. But for now, he had to listen to his parents. That's why he came to Kota to do engineering. And when he saw the condition of Kota, how children study all day and night, he thought that this is not my cup of tea. So now he has only one way: entrepreneurship. That's why he used to go to Delhi every week without telling his family, so that he could attend the entrepreneurship summit. From there, his basic understanding started developing. What is entrepreneurship? And what does it do? At the same time, Ritesh also started doing internships so that he could travel. Now he had less money. So wherever he went, he used to write emails to the hotels there. "Will you let me stay in your hotel for free? I am going to solve a big problem in the hotel industry one day." Now obviously, many refused. And some gave them discounts. And some gave them rooms for free. By doing this in very little money, this little boy travels to 100 places. And he also stays in a total of 200 hotel rooms. Now the problem is that in all these circles, studies are missed. So that the family doesn't feel bad, they also study hard, so that they get good marks. But it was his own business to do it. When he used to come and go to Delhi, he noticed that in many houses, 1 or 2 rooms were lying like this. And homeowners wanted that empty rooms should eat dust. It would be better to rent it to someone. There will be cleanliness and money will also come. On top of that, a lot of tourists come to Delhi. So they will also get good rooms at a cheap price. So there was a lot of demand for rooms. And there is a lot of supply too. But no one had a platform to fill this gap. Ritesh had observed this problem very carefully. He thought that I do coding, so why not make a website where homeowners can list their rooms and tourists can book their rooms? After executing this idea, he started Orville. Day and night he started working in his startup. To understand the market better, he toured all over North India. He stayed in different hotels and started observing well. Noticing small problems, he started thinking that how can I solve this in my startup? 3 months pass in a row and college starts. Ritesh was in a big confusion. If you do college, startup ends. If you do startup, studies ends. On top of that, homeowners will get angry. He went to college for the first 2 days. But he was so busy with his startup work that he skipped college every day. In the meantime, he watched a movie, Social Network, which is about Mark Zuckerberg. How Mark dropped out of college so that he can work in his startup. Ritesh was in the same situation. There was another scene in the movie where a guy named Peter Thiel gave Mark a check of $5 lakh so that he can start his startup. Ritesh didn't have much money. So after watching the movie, he applied for Peter Thiel's fellowship. But there were some conditions for this fellowship. First, your age should be less than 20 years. That's it. Second, you have to drop out of college. Ritesh was very happy. He thought that someone is giving money to drop out of college. What better chance to drop out of college? That's why he dropped out of college. Ritesh gets a huge success here. He became the first Asian who was selected in the Thiel Fellowship. In the account of a 19-year-old kid, there is more than 50 lakh rupees. With this money, Ritesh has to make his business empire. A few months later, Ritesh's father comes to Delhi to see how his son's education is going on. Now, he is shocked to see Ritesh, who has been admitted to such a good college.